It's really quiet in here. You must be eating. The great food from Ferranda's and Lincoln Inn. Bill McMahon, thanks. I know Lisa's going to thank you too, but good morning, everybody. My name's Deborah Boughton. I'm one of the senior associate ADs here at NIU. Nice to see so many friendly faces and also some new folks coming in and some repeats. Coach Carlsen and I were talking about an attendance award, so we're keeping track. So for those of you that attend every single one, even through the winter, there might be something special at the end. We're still sort of deciding what that looks like, but I bet there's some people who are going to have some perfect attendance. That table back there usually is pretty spot on. Yay! All right. So welcome to Coffee with Carlsen, second one of our series this year, and we have an awesome guest that Coach Carlsen's going to introduce. And again, thanks so much for being part of what we do here. We're super excited about what's going on within athletics at NIU, and particularly my absolute love is what we do for our women's sports program. So this is a great event for that. Speaking of women's sport programs, off the chain this fall, really moving the needle here in our women's sports. We'll start with cross country. We got second in the MAC championships. We got ninth at the regional at Iowa City last weekend. Hope Schmelzley, I probably killed that. She's not in here, so it doesn't matter. She's going to see it on YouTube, though, so that'll be great. First NCAA qualifier for our cross-country programs. That's a really big deal, really moving the needle. Adrian Myers is our head coach. He's going to be here in March, so you perfect attendance people will be here for that. Women's soccer finished 8th in our conference, but made an absolute wonderful, tremendous, awesome run. Played in the championship. Coach Ross is here. Played in the championship of the tournament. Unfortunately lost 1-0 to Kent State, but really fought back. You can see that 8th seed, how exciting that is to really go back and take care of business there. So we're excited for next year for him. Volleyball keeps rolling along. I had a little experience this past week. Went to Loyola with women's basketball, clapping, cheering at home games. I can't do that right at I'm at the table. I have to sit there all stoic and But at away games, I get to clap a lot. And I was. We scored a lot. And we did great things. But then this MAC championship ring, it hurt when I clapped so much. It hurt my hand, which I thought was kind of funny. So they're co-regular season champions with Miami this year, so I'll be looking forward to another huge ring that I'll hurt when I clap at all these events. And we also hope to host the volleyball tournament this weekend for volleyball. So we play Saturday night at 7:30, opponent TBD. But please come out and enjoy that. Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night at 5 o'clock. Tons of volleyball. I know I've seen you guys, many of you at volleyball games. It's a great place. We are playing a Victory Court. We're playing a Victory Court. That's where we play volleyball. We play volleyball in Victory Court. So that's where we're going to play this championship and win a couple matches and take it all the way, right? Let's see. That was my welcome. So we have a great show today, and again, highlighting our women's sports programs. Obviously, first starting with our women's basketball program, and then our women's golf program, which is going to be an awesome time. There's lots of little flyers on your tables. Enjoy it. Super special little present there on your in the card. That's fun. Makes me kind of feel good. Okay, let me get my funnies for today, and then I'll turn it over to Coach Carlsen. So it's November. It's Thanksgiving, right? So I shared this with our town hall with our full staff of 3 things that I'm truly thankful for here. Living in this community and just being alive. Number 1 is reversible belts, and I know you folks knows what that is because you have a black belt and you have a brown belt and you reverse it anytime. You know what I'm talking about, Maya? You know what I'm talking about. You can just switch it. If you don't like your outfit, you switch it, and then you have a different color belt. Reversible belts, they're key. The second thing that I'm truly thankful for is my new golf instructor. I'm getting better at golf. I'm soon going to beat Coach Carlsen in golf. I'm excited about it. She doesn't think I'm going to, but I am, and that's going to be a big challenge for me. So I'm excited about that. And then thirdly, really just thankful for this group, for having the opportunity to be here at NIU. Really thankful for all of our women's sports coaches. They just do amazing things, and really thankful for this group because it's amazing how much, if you just give a group support and believe in them, from our student athletes to our coaches, how amazing I think we're going to make this program going forward. So, Coach Carlsen, thank you.
Good morning, everybody. I suppose I'll have to, excuse me. I suppose I'll have to stand by the microphone. You know I like to wander a little bit. but I'll try and stay put this morning. It's great to see a great turnout again, a lot of friendly faces. You know, this is one of my favorite events because it gives me an opportunity just to stand up here, talk a little bit about basketball and what's going on, and kind of keep you guys engaged with what the program is going on right now. I do have a couple of thank yous. Special thanks to Bill again for the great food, the great venue. I know I have heard a lot of you say that you love it here. The parking is great. The accessibility is great. So we're excited to be here. Thanks, Bill, for the food and the hospitality. I also want to point out a couple of special thank yous for the head coaches in particular that are here. I think when Deborah talks about how great it is to be involved with what's going on at NIU and the women's programs, I think you see the support. Obviously, Kim is here. She's going to talk to you a little bit about it. Ray is here. John is here. Sud is here. We have a lot of great support with each other in what we're trying to do. So their staffs are here as well. So it's really special to be able to kind of gather in this room on a monthly basis and show support for each other. So I appreciate them being here. Deborah also mentioned the fun things that are on your table. I can't go and not thank Takima and Jazz for what they do as far as putting this event together. You know, her creativity as far as the flyers and the things on your table, I think are really fun and really special, and they're great things for you to take with you. So they put a lot of work into this event and kind of making it first class as far as the decorations and things. So thanks to Takima and Jazz for what they do for this event. We've had an opportunity to get on the floor a couple times since the last time I saw you. We had an exhibition game against Lakeland University, a couple weeks ago, and it was a really good opportunity for us to put a uniform on against somebody else and kind of see where we're at. We did some good things. We were able to score some points. A lot of kids got a few of those jitters out as far as the first time putting on that NIU uniform, so I think it was really beneficial for us to get that and step on our home court. And then we opened the regular season last Friday at Loyola. You know, Loyola is in a situation where they've got some rebuilding to do, but they have a great tradition as far as athletics there. And for us to jump on the road, and you never know what it's going to be like in a road environment, and be able to do what we did, you know, those of you who followed that game, it was a one-point game at halftime. It was 44-43. There was not a ton of defense being played. But at the end of the fourth quarter, okay, we had kind of imposed our will a little bit and won 90-70. And a couple of things that I think you need to keep in mind as far as this team is concerned. One, we're always going to continue to try and get better defensively. But I have a lot of confidence in our ability to score the basketball. And when you can put 90 points on the board on the road, good things are happening. Another thing that's really important for us as we prepare for any team, doesn't matter who we play, is we believe as a coaching staff, and maybe the best thing about it is our kids believe, that we're able to wear teams out. We talk about this all the time. It may not show up in the first quarter. It may not show up in the second quarter. But I think Loyola was a great example of how it's going to show up in the third and fourth quarter. And at the end of the day, we're going to be able to wear people out by getting up and down the floor. Our kids are used to that. They're used to running up and down the floor. Obviously, many of them have the green light at any time to shoot the basketball. And once they get on a roll and get comfortable offensively, I really believe that we're a hard team to slow down. And other teams have a hard time keeping up. So hopefully, you know, again, tomorrow night, stepping on the floor, we get an opportunity to do that and make people have to play at a high pace. So tomorrow night, we get a chance to play Milwaukee. The game's at 5:30. It's actually a doubleheader. The men play after us against Idaho. So that will be a great opportunity to see some great basketball. 4 really good teams. Milwaukee was a WNIT qualifier last year. I think they won 19 games, and they returned pretty much their whole starting lineup. So it'll be a great test for us. They're really good. They're off to a good start. They're healthy. We're healthy. So we're excited about that opportunity because it's really going to kind of give us a gauge on where we're at right now. I like where we're at. I think we've done some really good things. Knock on wood, we're fairly healthy. And if we can stay like that, I'm very confident that we can be competitive on a night-to-night basis. Couple things, don't forget about me at Six Man Grill. All of you are welcome before all games, about 20 minutes on the clock in the South Lobby. You can come up and we can talk a little bit about the game plan, about the opponent. And I know, again, many of you are there, but that's something that's open to everybody, so I just want to throw that out. That will be at all home games. I also want to mention, and I think you guys see the graphic that's on the screens, we did sign one student athlete in the early signing period. Riley Blackwell is her name, a forward out of Plainfield, Indiana. If I could describe Riley, she's long, she's versatile, she fits great into our system. The staff and I like to say she's a lot like Renee Slottick. She's got great bounce. She's got probably better range, shoots a three, but definitely can get up and down the floor and play in the open court. So I think Riley's going to, again, fit really well into what we want to do. So we will welcome her as a freshman next fall. I started this year, and again, those of you who've been here the last couple years that we've done this, is I brought Allie with me last weekend, or last time. And she talked a little bit about her experience at NIU as a student athlete and more than just what she does on the basketball court. So I brought another student athlete, another senior with us today, Cassidy Glenn. And Cassidy's just going to tell you again a little bit about her experience and what it's like for her to be a student athlete on this team in particular, and what her journey has been like. So I'm going to have Cass come up and talk to you just a little bit.
Morning, everyone. Oh, God. All right, well, I'm a senior here. I'm a pre-PT major. I hope to become a physician assistant one day. Not too sure where I'm going to go to school yet, but figure that out at some point. My parents want me to go overseas, but I really think my mom wants me to go just so she has a reason to come visit me. But, figure that out, too. My journey here has been a bit of a roller coaster, to say the least. My first 2 years were a little rocky with basketball and everything. But I can honestly say that it's turned around, like, complete 180, and I love it. I'm glad that I came back to the team. My first year or two here, I never went into the coach's office. For the 2 years, I could probably say I went in 5 times. That's a rough estimate, maybe even like 2 times to see the coaches. But now I go in there every day, and they're actually the highlight of my day. And seeing them and seeing my teammates, I wouldn't trade this experience for the world. A lot of people say being a student athlete's hard, and it hasn't really been that hard for me because we have such a big support system that you always have someone to help you out whenever you need it. I think this year's team is just something special. Just watching us play, you can tell that we love what we're doing, that we're having fun, and that we want what's best for one another. And I think something that we had that a lot of teams don't have is chemistry on and off the court. I can honestly say they're my closest friends, and I've gotten to the point that if I'm not with them for over 5 hours, I get separation anxiety. I wouldn't have it any other way. I mean, I love being with them every day, and I think the fact that we have so many returners that know what the coaches want from us and they know what to expect, that helps us a lot. And even the freshmen, they've caught along quickly. I mean, they don't play like freshmen. They compete with us, they make us better, and I think that's something that every team needs. I think we're just the team that people need to watch out for this year because we have something special, and we hope to get more wins this year, and we'll see how it goes.
Just a couple things about Cassie, and she has had an interesting journey, but I would say she is probably the player, definitely on our team, but even in the league, that has made such a drastic improvement. She went from somebody who wasn't playing very much at all. I think last year really had a breakout year as far as trying to find where she fit into our system, really trying to utilize the strengths that she has on the basketball court. And once she figured that out, she was somebody that we needed on the court all the time. She was huge in the success of the games that we did win, and when she wasn't on the court, it was pretty evident that we missed her. So we're looking for big things from her this year. She was able to start off at Loyola really strong, and she provides a real matchup problem for power forwards because those of you who've seen her play, she can shoot the three and she can shoot it well. She's really good off the bounce and getting to the basket. Plus her athleticism in the paint really provides her with a whole repertoire of ways to score. So we're excited about the senior year that she's going to be able to put together with her teammates. If you stood up here and listened to all of our kids talk about this team, they would probably all mention the chemistry piece. And we say as coaches all the time, if we can show up every day and just coach basketball, our job is awesome. If you don't have to worry about all the other pieces off the court, they take care of each other. And anytime you have a team that will do that, I think you have the recipe for great success. That may not mean we're going to win every game, but it does mean that we're going to compete every game. And those are the things that are probably what excite me the most about this group. Before I introduce Kim, I didn't the last time, so I'm going to open it up for a couple questions, if anybody has any, for either myself or for Cassidy, before I introduce Kim and let her talk a little bit about our women's golf program. Anybody?
How's your freshmen coming along?
You know what? They're good. Cass mentioned, and we have two freshmen in particular that will probably see pretty significant time in the guard court in Maya Starks and Janae Poizon. And I think those two you will see get better in leaps and bounds every time we get an opportunity to step on the floor, because you can't replicate in practice game minutes. And they're going to be in the rotation, and they're going to get thrown into some situations that they're going to work through. I know I have a lot of confidence in them. I know their teammates have a lot of confidence in them. And I think as they develop, they're both going to be pretty dynamic players for us. We are likely going to redshirt the other two freshmen for a couple of reasons. I think they have potential to be really good players for us. With their position right now and in the rotation, I just feel like it might be limited minutes for them, so to not necessarily waste a year of eligibility. We've talked a lot about that. I think that's probably what we'll end up doing with Abby and Paulina. But again, two players that I think down the road are going to be significant for us. Anybody else? All right, before I introduce Kim, I do have one giveaway before we do it at the end. So I have 4 tickets for tomorrow night's game. So those of you who are season ticket holders, awesome, you can bring some friends. If you raise your hand and tell me who, in the spirit of the 60th anniversary of the program, is the all-time leading scorer at NIU?
Lisa Foss.
Yes, Lisa Foss. First one out. Here you go. Bring your friends. Very good. All right, our guest today is Kim Kester. She's our golf coach. Kim is in her 4th season as the golf coach with the Huskies. If you look at the progression of the program since Kim's gotten here, the record books have been rewritten. There's been some great things going on with our women's program. She will definitely talk about some exciting news that we have in both the men's and the women's program this spring as far as hosting the national tournament. I'll let her talk a little bit about that. But I would like to welcome Kim to the podium.
Good morning, everybody. We're in a little bit of a different sport compared to the most sports at NIU. We have a split season, so we just got done with our fall portion. It's what we call our warm-up season pretty much, and then we'll go into our heavy season in the spring, which is championship season. So fall went pretty well. We just had 4 events. It's good when you have a couple freshmen or transfers coming in that you can kind of see their game, and then you have the winter to work on everything. We had a good fall, finishing runner-up at Illinois State, and then we finished off at Mizzou shooting our season low 293 there. When we look back on the fall, there's a lot of stuff we really need to work on, and one of the biggest things that we're going to have to work on hard this winter is our short game. When we looked against other teams from inside 100 yards, they're putting it 10, 15 feet, and we're 30 feet. And I'm like, okay, so we're losing shots there, guys, and you're wondering why they're shooting better than we are. It's right there in front of you. So we'll do a lot of bucket work this year in the CPC, and we're very thankful to have that facility to really zone in on what we need to do and, get some strokes back moving into the spring. But overall, we have a great group of girls. Last year, we had an all-MAC runner-up, Elena Gautier, and we're on track right now that we have 3 possibilities with Kelly Anderson, Brielle Ward, and then hopefully Elena will get it as a 3rd time. We have a strong conference. Kent State has won the conference championship, I think the past 17 or 18 years in a row. So they're ranked 11th in the country at the moment. So we have a tough task to beat them, but I think this group of ladies has all the ability in the world to do it. So it's just 3 rounds. You got to play your 3 best rounds, and you have a chance to do it. So things are looking good there. Low rounds for the year. We're not like basketball. We want low numbers. We stay away from the high ones, hopefully. But Lena shot 3 under this year, 69, and Brielle shot 2 under twice 70 on a couple courses. So that's moving in the right direction. We're finally starting to see kids shoot under par. Compared to last year, we're 7 strokes better as a team average. So every year we've been around anywhere from 5 to 12 shots better each year. So that's an improvement, which we're really excited about. We hope to get that down to 10. Gain 3 shots around pretty much each tournament round. And when you think of it for us, we play, our tournaments are usually consisted of, you play your practice round, the next day will be 36 holes in one day, and then 18. So if we get 3 shots each round, we're going to be 9 shots better each tournament. So that's kind of one of the goals as a team that we're going for the spring season. Big thing for us this year is we're hosting the national championship. For men's and women's, it's in May. If you need Christmas gifts for people, tickets are on sale. They're great stocking stuffers. But it's going to be on TV 2 weeks on the Golf Channel. The women will be the first week, May 19th to the 24th, and then the men will be the 26th through the 31st. So they'll have the top teams in the country that get through regionals come out and play. Come out. It's going to be a great event. I really have to thank Andrew Frame, the assistant for men's and women's golf, Brad Hoy. They've put a lot of time into marketing the event, getting it out there. Some of you may have seen the trick shot commercial video going around. That was a fun piece for the kids to do. And then Golf Channel just filmed some more commercials down in Atlanta a couple weeks ago that'll be hitting the NBC Golf Channel in the next few weeks. So keep a lookout for that. But for us, we've got to fill 2,200 volunteer spots for that. So that's where we need your guys' help, is come out, volunteer. There's ball spotters, walking scores. There could be a locker room attendant where you just kind of sit there and make sure the right people are getting in there. So it's not all hard jobs, so to speak. You could be driving a Golf Channel rep around in a golf cart. So there's a lot of fun opportunities to get involved in, and we'd love to see you guys out there. And then the following year, we'll host the MAC Championship for women's golf. So we don't have a course on that one yet, but we'll hope to see you there as well.
Where's the course?
National Championship is going to be hosted out at Rich Harvest Farms in Sugar Grove, so 25 to 30 minutes from here. Special property. Players have access to it all year round. There's indoor arena there that we utilize in the wintertime as well, but just the landscape, it's gorgeous out there. So if you don't like golf, just come and walk around. There's some nature trails around the area as well. It's easy to get lost out there. Any other questions on stuff? Easy. Well, we hope to see you. We thank you guys for the support. Sean, Deborah, all the senior administration, thank you guys for everything you do for the athletics, all the coaches here. It's a great group to work with. We couldn't have a more fun time, and very thankful for it.
Who do you contact if you want to volunteer?
You can go to the NIU Huskies website, and there's a registration link on there, and it'll direct you right to the registration page for it.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
They'll give you a URL
Okay,
afterwards.
thanks.
It's go.niu.edu/NCAA volunteer. That'll take you right to the registration site. If anybody's volunteered for the regional championships that we've had in the past, you're familiar with it. If anybody wants any information, Andrew and I and Kim will be here. We can help you with both tickets and volunteer registration. I brought my iPad, so I'll sign you up.
Put these in everybody's stocking that you're friends with. Let them know about it, but it's going to be a very special event for sure. Any more questions? Perfect. Thank you all.
All right. I'm gonna raffle some stuff off here. Kim, how are we gonna do this today? Raffle some stuff? Yep.
You want me to pull tickets?
Yep. Have the guests pull the tickets.
Okay, the last 3 numbers will be 337.
Sorry, bud. No ticket, no win. Pisley thinks he has it, but he can't find it, so.
Can't find it.
Next.
Next one. 315.
I missed by 1.
Anyone 315?
Oh, Fitzy, he found it. You can, I think we have the. Go ahead and find some. Go pick something out. It's like the Price is Right.
Yeah.
Is that show on?
Yes.
What do you need?
343. There you
Yes.
go. I think I know what you're going for.
There's
There's some
yeah.
probies out there. Definitely. If you want the other ones, I can trade you out too. So funny story, Maya and I actually competed in college golf. She went to Cincinnati, I played at Toledo, and then we ended up back here, and she's like, wait a minute, we played against each other. I was like, yes, we did.
You always beat me,
So it's small world, but we all ended up at NIU, right?
Yeah.
322. There you go.
Yay. Let's do one more. One more. Who's lucky at the end? Here we go.
327.
Yes.
Here we are.
All right. That's great. That's okay. You'll be fine.
Yep.
All right, this will be a 6. I love raffle. Okay. Love it. Everybody loves a raffle. All right. So again, thanks so much for coming. Thank you, Kim, for sharing your story with us. Thanks, Cass, for coming out and doing your thing. How about some more last-second shots? Those were fun. Yeah, let's do some more of those. Or not have any, right? No last second. We don't need any. We don't need any. And also, I did forget to obviously thank Sean again. Unfortunately, he had to leave early, but we couldn't do this without his support, so appreciate that as well. Okay, so we're done here today. Next month, focus, it's not going to be here. Bob, it's at Lincoln Inn. You got it? Okay. We're back at Lincoln Inn next month, December 13th, because unfortunately this space is being utilized for something not near as cool. Yes, you can show up, but you're not going to see Coach Carlsen or me. But Coach Sutcliffe's going to be presenting on softball and all the great things that she has going on there. Another one of our MAC West champs from last year. I'm looking forward to the ring for this year, the real one. So I hurt my hand and that. So again, where is it next month? Lincoln Inn. Yes, not at Ferranda's. Lincoln Inn. So we'll see how we fit. Right, this group is growing. We're going to have to probably double up a little bit, but I'm sure we can make it work. And obviously, it will be great food from Bill and his group. So thanks for putting us back there. We might have to reconfigure the seating back there, but we'll make it happen. This is growing so much. And again, thank you for growing this. We started this about 4 years ago, and it was kind of a great idea. It's like, hey, let's try this out. And some folks that have started from the beginning and really bought into what we're doing, and now it's getting even bigger and growing. So just really appreciate this event and how it's going and how it supports everybody. Tremendous, awesome, and again, thank you very much for coming, and we'll see you at Lincoln Inn, right, in December 13th. All right, thanks.